Welcome. We're going to start in just about 30 seconds. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties with streaming, but we are all set now. We'll just start about 30 seconds for our school lottery. Okay, ready? Welcome, everybody, to Plymouth Scholars. My name is Sabrina Trenzi. I'm the principal of Plymouth Scholars Charter Academy. We are located on North Territorial in Beck in Plymouth, Michigan, and we're so happy to see you here virtually. We are sorry that this is a little bit of a different year that you are attending us through a virtual meeting, but we're glad you are still able to see part of the process and get to see if your student is getting into our school next school year. Our office team is also in the room with me right now. Miss Misty Wind is our school ambassador and our office administrator. So if you call to have a tour or call the office, she may be one of the lovely ladies to answer the phone. We also have Miss Christine Gillespie, who is our registrar. Again, she may be one of the people to answer the phones or welcome you into the office. And so feel free to reach out to either of them or Miss Kim Reed, our other office administrator. We're all here to help you. Also at this time, I would like to take the time to introduce our third-party official, Miss Hannah Palmer. Miss Palmer is not affiliated with NHA, National Heritage Academies, Plymouth Scholars Academy, any of our students or staff members that will be participating in the lottery today. Miss Palmer is responsible for witnessing the transitions during the electronic lottery. Miss Palmer, if you are able to, please say hello in the chat box. While I am waiting for Miss Palmer to say hello in the chat box, I will continue moving through our lottery. Today is Wednesday, March 10th, 2021. All participants who submitted applications through the open enrollment period, which was from 8 a.m. September 8th, 2020, until just now, February 26th, 2021 at 5 p.m., will be part of this lottery. If you applied after that date, you will not be part of this lottery. All applicants were notified by this lottery by email and by letter. We have a total of 768 students for the next school year. We received 1,176 applications for 2021-2022. At this time, we have 82 open seats, and we will only be accepting young fives in kindergarten today. All other grades are currently full, and all remaining students will be placed on the wait list. Please don't be discouraged by that. Spots open up throughout the spring and summer. Results will be posted within 24 hours of this lottery on the Plymouth Scholars website. In addition, you will receive either an acceptance package or a wait list letter via email. Be on the lookout for that in the next few days. If your student is accepted today, please complete the online enrollment paperwork within 2 weeks to save your child's seat. If your child gets placed on the waiting list, please know, like I said earlier, the list moves quickly and frequently, especially in July and August. So do not be disheartened by that. We will now be watching a short video that will walk you through the process of what you will see during the lottery. I'm going to have Mrs. Gillespie show that video.
Welcome to our lottery. When we receive more applications than seats available for the next school year, we must perform a lottery for all offered grades. All applications received during the open enrollment period are eligible for selection. We will be recording the lottery, and requests to view the video can be made at any time. Lottery results will be available online after the lottery is complete. The lottery process will be done electronically. To ensure fairness and accuracy, the lottery software was set up by an independent company with no affiliation to our school or National Heritage Academies. In addition, a neutral third-party official will be present throughout the process. This person is not related to any student, staff member, board member, anyone applying to the school, or a National Heritage Academies employee. There are 2 steps to the lottery. First, the lottery software will randomly draw the grade order that the entire process will follow. Second, students will be selected based on enrollment preference groups. In an effort to keep students within the same family together, we will honor sibling preference, which plays an important role in the lottery. Sibling preference is defined as children who have at least one common parent or legal guardian and are living in the same household at least 50% of the time. Sibling preference is granted prior to the lottery when an applying student has a sibling already attending our school. It may also be granted during the lottery, but only when the student's sibling is accepted. If a seat is available in a grade of the student who is granted preference, he or she will be placed in the available seat. However, if there is no seat available, the student will be placed in the next spot on the waiting list in the sibling preference group. At our school, preference is also given to the groups indicated in the order in which they are listed. If your child is accepted, we will send an acceptance package. This will be emailed and mailed to the home address we have on file. The acceptance package includes critical paperwork needed to enroll. Please read through this information carefully. If you do not receive the acceptance package sent to you, contact our front office. Registration paperwork can be completed online and is required within the deadline specified in the acceptance letter to secure your child's seat at our school. Included in the acceptance package is information regarding our online parent portal. We must have an email address on file for you to set up a portal account. If you didn't provide one when you applied, please contact the office. If you have a child already attending our school and have set up your parent portal account, paperwork for your new student will not be available until at least 24 hours after the lottery. Communicating with you is important to us. Please keep your contact information up to date by notifying us of any address, email, or phone number changes. If we try to contact you by mail and the mail is returned, or if we are unable to reach you at any of the phone numbers or email addresses you provided, we will remove your child's name from the list. If your child is placed on the waiting list, please keep in mind that movement is common. During the summer, you will receive regular emails updating you with your child's waiting list position. If you want your child to attend our school, stay on the list, since openings can occur at any time, even after the school year begins. If you are no longer interested in our school, please let us know so we can remove your child's name to provide an opportunity for another child on the waiting list. Once your child has been removed from the list, you will need to reapply if you change your mind. Thank you for choosing our school and best wishes in the lottery.
Thank you. This concludes the explanation of our lottery process. We will now begin the lottery by first drawing the order of the grades. All right, so this is the order of the grades. We are now loading the students. I apologize as there seems to be a little lag in the loading. All right, we're going to try that again. All right, so as we said, there's 1,026 applications. There's 82 open seats. This shows you in this graph right here, young fives, there's 65 applicants, there's 24 open seats, which mean that about 30 to 35 of the, or maybe 40 of those seats are taken perhaps by sibling preference. In kindergarten, we had 286 applicants. We have 58 open seats. You can see we don't have any open seats in first grade through eighth, but like I stated before, there's a lot of change throughout the summer, so please don't worry. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're randomizing the grades here. We will first start with seventh grade, moving on to fifth grade, fourth grade, then eighth grade, second grade, third grade, first grade, kindergarten, sixth grade, young fives, and that's it. So we are going to start with seventh grade. We will look for siblings, accepted students. We're going to continue drawing because there's no sibling preference in seventh grade. Same thing with fifth grade. There are no sibling preference for fifth grade that we can accept. In fourth grade, we are not accepting any students, but there are some siblings. So these are the first students on the wait list. So if this is your number, you are the first student on the wait list, and then so forth. There were two sibling preferences in fourth grade. Moving on to eighth grade. There is no siblings in eighth grade. In second grade, there are some siblings. If this is your number, you are number one on the wait list. This is the number two number, and that is it for second grade. Moving on to third grade. In third grade, here is the first person on the wait list, sibling preference. Second person, and now we'll move on to first grade. In first grade, we have, again, no open seats, so this is a wait list. Here are the first and second. There's a third, and that is it. Now for kindergarten, we will have much more because there are more siblings coming into kindergarten than any other grade. So these will be accepted students in the beginning. These students are actually accepted and will receive an acceptance packet within the next few days. You'll want to have your number out and ready as the slideshow does go through pretty quickly. At this point, we have accepted 8 students that are siblings in kindergarten. Remember, we have 84 spots. So it does say like 12 out of 58. The reason that number does not say 84 is because we have a Young Fives at Plymouth Scholars. So the students in Young Fives directly go into kindergarten. So they are taking up 26 spots from the Young Fives going into kindergarten. So we do have 58 spots. Out of that, right now, we're showing you the accepted status of the siblings. So if you didn't have your number ahead of time, you can look at the bottom of the screen there. All the numbers are listed that are accepted into kindergarten at Plymouth Scholars for the fall. These are all sibling preference. So right now we're up to 27 students that have siblings at Plymouth Scholars already. Okay, so that filled 28 of our spots. So 28 out of the 58 spots were filled with siblings. So now we're going to move on to sixth grade. In sixth grade, we do have a wait list for sibling preference. This is number 1. That's it. And then moving into Young Fives. Now, Young Fives, again, we are offering 24 seats, and we will start with siblings. So at this point, you can see that we've accepted 8 out of the 24 Young 5 spots, and those are all siblings of students that already attend Plymouth Scholars. So there are 9 sibling spots. That means there is 15 spots that we will accept after we finish staff preference. So now we move on to staff preference. Staff members also get to have their students come to our school. So we had none in 7th grade. We have none in 4th or 5th grade, I'm sorry. No staff members in 4th grade either that are coming for 4th grade or 8th grade or 2nd grade, I'm sorry, or 3rd grade or 1st grade. In kindergarten, we do have some staff preference. So these are staff members, children that also received entrance. So there's one staff member. In 6th grade, there are none. In Young 5s, we also have a few staff members bringing their students in Young 5s. So there's one, there is another, and now that is it. So our next part is to look at our remaining applicants. So anybody that has applied, if you have not seen your number yet, now is the time you'll see your number. So make sure you have it in front of you. We are going to start with 7th grade. Remember, we have no open spots, but this will be for our wait list if we do have change. So we will get started with 7th grade. I want to say, if you were here in real life, if you were in our gym, we would be hooting and hollering if you got in. So I'm sorry that we don't get to see that. It's a different kind of year, but no, we're very excited to have you. Miss Gillespie, let's get started. So in 7th grade, we have 32 students that have applied for next year, and this is the order of that wait list. I see some comments in the chat box about your lottery number. It was sent to you in a letter in the mail. If you don't know that, tomorrow you will get an email from our school with your place on the wait list. So that was 7th grade. We are now going to move on to 5th grade. In 5th grade, we have 71 applicants, and all of these students will be going on the wait list. Here is the order. All right, that wraps up our 5th graders. We are now going to move on to 4th grade. In 4th grade, we have 89 applicants, and this is the order of the wait list. I know many of you are waiting for kindergarten Young 5s. Thank you for your patience. It's very ironic that they always end up falling last or close to the end of the lottery, making everybody wait. All right, we are wrapping up fourth grade with our 89 applicants, and we will now move on to eighth grade. In eighth grade, we had 21 students apply for next year. All right, that's the end of our eighth grade. Moving on to second grade. In second grade, we have 119 applicants for next year. Okay, we are wrapping up our second grade waitlist numbers, and now we will move on to third grade. In third grade, we have 110 applicants for next school year. All right, that wraps up our third grade waiting list. We will now move on to first grade. In first grade, we had 168 applicants for next school year. All right, that wraps up our first grade wait list. We are now moving on to kindergarten, which will be our biggest grade level. We are actually pulling accepted students right now. So if your number is being pulled, that means you will be accepted into Plymouth Scholars and receive an acceptance packet in the next few days. We have 58 spots. Remember, the first 26 spots were taken by our Young 5 students, and then we had some sibling preference up until 28 spots into that. So there's about 20 spots left that we'll be accepting. I want to remind you that the wait list moves. So if you are not accepted right now, please don't be discouraged. Things change. Many of you have applied to many NHA schools around the area. So remember, if somebody chooses a different school and does not choose Plymouth Scholars, that moves you up in the wait list. We have often seen students that have even been on number 100 on the wait list get into our school. It's dependent on families and what happens. So congratulations to these 58 students that have now been joined the Plymouth Scholars community. We are the Pumas. We're very happy that you are here. We are now pulling 228 students that will be on the wait list. Well, thank you for hanging in there through these waitlist numbers for kindergarten. We know they're a bigger number to look through. Remember, if you didn't see your number, or you could always extend your screen to see the bottom, but you will get a letter in the next few days. So we are now going to continue on to 6th grade. In 6th grade, we have 65 applicants that will all be on the wait list. Okay, we are winding down the 6th grade wait list here. And then we will move into our final grade level that we will be pulling for. We've done them all. We are now moving on to young 5s. In young 5s, we have 12 accepted students. If your number comes up right now, your student is accepted to Plymouth Scholars. Congratulations. You will get an acceptance packet in the mail in the next few days. Please fill that out and within the next 2 weeks so we can save your spot. We're very happy you'll be joining our Puma community. If you notice, there were a few times on the side it said updated rank sibling preference, which means if we accepted a young 5 student right now that had a 1st grader or 3rd grader or any other grade level on the wait list, their sibling got bumped up because they were accepted. So now these remaining students, the 41 additional students are on the wait list for young 5s. I again want to remind you that change happens. Families may decide not to do young 5s or decide to go to one of our sister school young 5 programs instead. So if you are on the young 5 waiting list, I would stick it out. We do often see a little bit of movement in this grade level as well. Okay, our lottery is complete. At this time, we have gone through our 1,076 applications, and they have all been ranked in our order. Thank you so much for attending our lottery. Remember, results will be posted on the Plymouth Scholars website within 24 hours. You'll also receive an email and an acceptance package if you were accepted into Plymouth Scholars within the next few days. Thank you so much. Have a great day. We hope that you are going to attend Plymouth Scholars. Bye.